keep that in mind.
Yeah, hey, forget I asked.
That'll definitely do.
Ew. Join the Discord.
It was the least fun I've ever had playing this game.
A small but vibrant and extremely humble community.
No, I've seen the sleeves, but I'm like, you said you're suiting up, and then you put your sleeve on. Thank you for saying that.
Because I'm a demon on the keys.
Next thing I know, we're both dead. I immediately left the lobby.
In Vietnam.
What are they playing for? Are they playing to win?
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
We are live. Welcome, boys and girls, to the Dropshot, a Call of Duty Vanguard podcast. Episode number 163. My name is Casey, also known as Razanon. I am joined by the most disgusting, vile, ill, infected piece of shit with whom I've ever had the displeasure of speaking, who has been sick longer than his wife was sick, by the way.
That's not true. She's still sick.
Weak immune system. Tanner.
She's still sick, actually, but yeah.
How sick is she? Okay.
Sick.
Cool, man. Do you
Yep.
feel as poorly as you sound?
Oh, I'm a disaster, yeah.
Really?
Yep. Can't. I ate macaroni and cheese 4 hours ago. Hardly tasted like anything because I was so plugged up. Towards the end, it started tasting a little bit more. Can't smell. Can't hear. My ears are plugged. I'm fucked. I had peanut butter for dinner. I'm off. I'm doing awful. That's how I'm doing.
That's
I'm doing
unfortunate.
horrible.
Do you have the air conditioning unit on in your home?
I did earlier. I think it shut off right now.
Oh, that's well. At least you're not dying of heat as well. Yeah. Well, that sucks for you.
We got a few hot days coming up for you. You're gonna be fucked, buddy.
Yeah.
It's like 98 or 97 the next 4 days.
Awesome.
Let's do a weather check. Let's do a live weather check.
Your voice is bad.
96, 97, 96, 96. God, have fun, buddy.
Sick, man. Sick. I won't have fun, to answer your
I hope
question.
you don't, yeah. At least you don't have to stream the next 2 times.
Yeah, true.
You don't have
Anyways,
to take your shirt off.
welcome to the show. Today we have a number of items to discuss. Frankly, more than I thought and less than I thought in some ways, respectively, which we'll of course get into. But first, a couple of quick announcements. Welcome to our new gold fucking patron, 3Gun R. What that means and care and change it. Because I've heard of like 21 gun salute, right? That's when like a vet dies or something, or like an active member dies or whatever. That's vaguely what this reminded me. F's in the chat, of course. This is vaguely what this reminded me of, but I don't know what it is and I hate it. So 3Gun R, welcome, I guess. But I don't want you to feel included. I want you to feel excluded for your name. What is that? At least you capitalized it, though. Anyways, welcome, buddy. Much appreciated. Welcome to our new platinum patron, Comrade with a K. Communist with a K. Try that one. You fucking Marxist, Leninist, Maoist, piece of shit. Comrade. Hey, don't try to fly under the radar here. This is a capitalist broadcast, and I will not allow you to call yourself Comrade, okay? I won't allow it. But, hey, welcome, dude. Very much fucking appreciated. Also, even better than our socialist friend here, Millie Boy, Milldog, is upgraded from Platinum to fucking Damascus. Let's go, dude. Mill, welcome back. Thanks for the fucking fire upgrade, dude. He could have been doing that in anticipation of an event, which we'll of course get into. Mill, very much appreciated, brother. And also Bobby, a new Damascus King patron.
Straight to the point, just Bobby.
Just Bobby, dude. I like it. Keep it.
Ooh. Is that Bobby K?
If it's Bobby K, you're gonna need to up that pledge, sir, because you make 5 million a day in microtransactions. That's a report that I saw. Interesting. Either way, Bobby, if your last name is Kotick, we need to have a chat. But Bobby, thank you very much, dude. Very much appreciated. You absolute king. Now, maybe some people are signing up for Damascus because the merch is coming soon. The merch is coming soon. It is on the way. We have put in the order for our items, and our items are being prepared. About another week, and they'll be in our dumb hands. And then soon after that, we'll have the store launched on the dropshot.com, of course. And if you're a Damascus patron, you will, in fact, get a discount on everything. So, don't know how much of a discount, but we'll figure it out. So, maybe that's why. But anyways, patreon.com/thedropshot. It's the best way to support the program. We do 5 bonus episodes a month. We do weekly hangouts. We do other fun and exciting activities. We do tournaments sometimes. Our last tournament is on the YouTube, which you should check out. It's time-stamped and everything. And Patreon's the best way to fund the program if you wanted to waste your money. Patreon.com/thedropshot, thedropshot.com as well. You can find links to everything there. Now, other than that, and we'll let you guys know when the merch is live. We're very, very fucking excited for it. Tanner, anything from you?
Yeah. Actually, I guess, so apparently Gaming Boomer is so upset that you timed him out that he decided to donate offline to me with a message attached that says, fuck Raz.
How many United States dollars have you received?
It was a donation of 95 United States dollars.
Dude, let's go.
I think it's a combination of him feeling bad for me because I had peanut butter for dinner because I haven't gone grocery shopping in 2 weeks, which is my fault, of course. I don't go grocery shopping. I order it and pick it up.
You can't afford it.
He drove by the other day. He saw Teddy in the window. He was like, holy shit, Teddy looks like he's only 6 pounds. He used to be 18. What happened? So apparently he just feels bad, and he feels bad that I have to deal with you. So Chris, dude, animal. Chris, $95. Odd number. I kind of don't like it.
Yeah, let's make it 100.
I almost want to refund it to 75 or up it to 100 because it's making me a little mad. But dude, Chris, thank you very much, dude, for the $95 donation. And fuck Raz indeed.
Well, Chris, here's a plot twist. I didn't time you out. Tanner did.
Well, I can screenshot that.
Well, and we'll edit this out, of course. Where's my 95 United States dollars?
Oh, well.
That's the question, isn't it? Because I didn't time you out. So charge back, Tanner. Give it to me. Thanks in advance. Advance, or I'll sick my dogs on you again, and I'll fuck around and time you out for 1,000 minutes. What are your thoughts on that, Chris?
Wow.
Consider this extortion, dude. Consider it. Anyways, cool. Good for you. Nice. All right. Anything else, Tanner? Any other announcements before we get into the broadcast here?
Patch notes just went live for Warzone. I'm just looking over those things. Oh, fuck. Oh, wow. Oh, this is going to be a lot. Wow. There's a bunch of weapon changes and shit that just happened or announced. Holy fuck. A lot of them.
We'll just slide in the link and we'll...
Big weapon overhaul. Okay.
We'll go through them. We'll be brief. So I guess the last announcement we will make is that Tanner is actually sick. If you guys don't have ears. If you're like reading the transcript of this podcast, then I'll tell you. Tanner's actually sick. Tired little boy. Isn't going to be able to talk much. So we're going to do the best we can. And bear with us. So we might go a little faster than normal, but it'll be a good ep regardless. So so figure it the fuck out.
Absolutely.
All right. If you're listening for the jingle, Here it is.
I'm excited to look at these.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
That was kind of unexpected. I expected a dog shit patch, but they actually did some changes.
I was shocked at how few notes there were for season 5. So yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
I just didn't.
Oh, Type 63 is hit. There goes that.
Oh shit.
Wow, a lot of changes. Holy shit. All right.
All right. Welcome, boys and girls, to Dropshot, a Call of Duty Vanguard podcast. We're about every Call of Duty. Well, hold on.
Easy.
Let me relax.
Not about every.
We're about an amount of Call of Duty games, mainly Warzone, honestly, and also a lot of multiplayer. When appropriate, I should say. When anyone else is playing the multiplayer, we'll cover it.
Yeah.
And welcome to the show. Okay, so first off, playlist updates / double XP schedule. I'm going to read what I wrote for you here. Quote, there is some double XP, and I could have added it in here. And it would have been faster than me typing all this, but hey, I don't care. End it all. I think we're done covering double XP. It's so annoying to me. Every single week. Oh, there's double XP this weekend. Yep. That was a meme, and now it's just true, actually. So, I don't care. There's double weapon XP again. Shocker. Fuck this game, and fuck you. Alright, moving on. Patch notes / changes already in effect. Season 5 Reloaded is happening tonight in 1 hour and 46 minutes. If you're listening on a podcast app, Season 5 Reloaded is live. Now, what I had been saying or alluding to in the announcements was how shockingly fucking little Season 5 Reloaded will offer for both Cold War and Warzone. Now, we just got breaking news. A lot of Warzone patch notes. They were just released, so we're going to go over those live. We haven't had a chance to look at them yet because they came out 2 minutes ago. But we're going to take a look at those. But besides those, real light Season 5 Reloaded. Like the lightest mid-season update we've ever received since MW came out. Actually. And this is not surprising because Vanguard comes out soon and they are working on that. So I'm not surprised by this. You shouldn't be either. But nonetheless, we will cover most of the Season 5 Reloaded patch notes as required and as is interesting. So,
yeah. For
Cold War, we're getting the new map Zoo and a Zoo 24/7 playlist. Wish we would have gotten that for Slums right away, but we had it.
Isn't
for a
that
while.
crazy?
Just insane, just outrageous. Don't have brains. But anyways, that'll be in tonight at 9 for Cold War. And then also Demolition, the game mode. Which is not a new game mode, but it's new to Cold War. I was never a fan, but if you are, there you go. It is in Cold War for this patch. And that's it for Cold War. No new guns. Not much else. There's like an Outbreak event, I believe, and I think we might get into a little more detail on that. But in terms of actual kind of season reloaded content you would generally expect, like weapons or something, nothing. So there you go.
Yeah,
now,
there's new like zombie stuff.
Yeah, it's mainly zombies focused.
New Outbreak region, stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the most part.
Yeah. So, regardless, moving on here to Warzone. Now, before we get into the patch notes, quickly going to cover some other things here. Oh God, hold on. I messed up. Okay. So there's going to be a new Warzone event on September 21st. That is in a little under 2 weeks from today. This is going to be, we don't know exactly what it's going to be, but it's going to be like every other Warzone event we've had. Unique contracts and locations that are like temporary. You do them, you get little intel, and then you get a spray that you'll never even use and can't even find. And you'll see it in your spray thing, and you won't know how you got it.
That's what I was going to say. You won't have a clue how you got that.
Yes, exactly. Yep. So cool. Cool. So that's coming on the 21st. And then
the event's something to do with those mobile broadcasting stations, by the way. That was the only change in season 5 was they put mobile broadcast stations around the map. And that's what this is something to do with, is those. It's those weird, it's like those red sea cans with a Bertha sitting next to them with a big radio tower. So something's going to happen with all those.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you may be thinking, oh, well, that event's going to be really important because Vanguard's coming out soon and they're going to tie in a reveal to it. And if that's what you're thinking, I have an item for you to listen to. No.
Is that the item?
No, it's not. Yeah, that is the item, because there's still going to be a season 6 before Vanguard comes out. If anything in Warzone is going to happen that is very big, that is going to like usher in Vanguard, it'll be that, or potentially even season 6 reloaded. I'm not sure if that will exist or or when it will come out.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe that, but we're a little early on that. This event might be the precursor, and there might be something that happens that kind of ties into Vanguard's release, but it's not going to be anything fucking big or crazy. At least not yet. So this numbers event will be very run-of-the-mill. Trust me on that.
Yeah, kind of odd, honestly, they're even doing an event after all this Vanguard stuff. I'm not really... I guess it's better than not doing anything. Hopefully we actually get some changes or content out of it.
Yeah.
Just seems a little weird, though.
Yeah.
I don't think people care too much right now.
Yeah, no one cares. I feel like with these events that like Warzone has done, you either need to do an event or don't do one. Don't do shit ones. So for example, the Halloween event was so good. It was actually, unironically, so well done. It was so much fun. I deeply, thoroughly enjoyed it, actually. The LTMs were like different and like crazy and actually fun to play for more than one match, unlike the new map event, for example. And it was really fucking cool. It was really cool. And I was shocked at how well the Halloween event was, because by all accounts, it should have been just like any other event, but for whatever reason, they went fucking ham. Cool. If you're going to do events, do them that way. Even if that means you don't do events as often. Because guess what I didn't give a fuck about, and I could tell you nothing about? The Finding Adler event. Who cared? Did anyone care? You listening, can you tell me about the Finding Adler fucking Warzone event? Bet you can't, because no one gave a flying fuck about it. Why would they? Because it was a half-assed fucking slapped together reskinned scavenger contract. Who cares?
Yeah.
So if you're going to do events, make them good. That's the camp I'm in. This numbers event, it's not going to be a Halloween event. I can tell you that much.
It'd be a month early if it is, yeah.
And that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that too.
It's already been too drawn out.
Oh, a month early, like Halloween. I get it now. I thought you meant like the season 6 reloaded. Yeah.
I thought you were thinking it was going to be like a month-long event thing.
Oh, no. Yeah, God, Halloween was almost a year ago, kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
Wow. Feels like just yesterday. It's been a year
Is
since
it?
Warzone did a good Halloween event or event of any kind. It's actually the only good event they've ever done. Although the Cold War integration was an event too. It changed a lot.
It was seamless.
Now, it wasn't well done at all, of course, but it was perhaps the most poorly executed attempt at anything ever undertaken in video games, but it was an event. So, anyways, let's move on. They're also adding the Psi melee weapon. Don't care. What is a Psi? It's the expression I have when I hear that we're getting another melee weapon. That's, of course, a pun. Call me Shakespeare. SAI, it's, they were like Okinawan farm tools. Think of the Ninja Turtles. You hold one in each hand. They're like little mini pitchforks. No, they're not.
Oh. Wait, really?
Yeah. You ever heard of Psi's? It's one of the Ninja Turtles weapons.
Those things, yeah.
The SAIs.
That's pretty cool. Well, those are going to be broken like Cali sticks for sure.
I hope to Christ that they are not.
I hope they are.
I hope
can't
to
wait.
Christ that they are not.
Yeah.
I can wait. I can wait for sure. I can uninstall while I wait if they're as good as Cali sticks. But anyways, so cool. Don't care. Those are coming. And then we're getting 2 new game modes as well. The first of which is called Clash. This is the less exciting of the two, in my opinion, and most people's, I think. 50 versus 50, massive scale TDM that takes place in various areas of Verdansk that will allow players to experience the adrenaline-fueled action of Warzone on a whole new massive scale. Don't care, didn't ask for it, plus ratio. This won't be fun.
This is live with
Tonight.
this update, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, this won't be fun. And then also what people are genuinely excited about, which I find surprising. I'm curious for your thoughts, Tanner. Iron Trials 84. So this is a new LTM coming to Warzone, and there's actually quite a bit that is different about it. We'll go through a couple of the little rules here. So you have more base health and you regen more slowly. This is set to affect the feel of combat, time to kill, weapon, perk, and equipment viability. The entire game is effectively altered. No free loadout drops, but you can still buy them, but they're more expensive. There is still a gulag, but there's no stuns, semi-autos, or shotguns. Or excuse me. There's no stuns or shotguns in the gulag. Why isn't this the normal gulag? Awesome question. And I bet I can tell you the answer, but for this mode, there are no stuns or shotguns. So they're making the gulag like more skillful or whatever. Expect additional changes to environmental elements in a variety of important aspects that impact your Warzone experience. More expansive intel available soon. And then there will also be classified weapons. Be certain you blank, as these can blank critical information we hope won't get blanked. Redacted, probably. I don't know what classified weapons could even mean.
Yeah, not sure.
Almost any classified weapon would shrink the skill gap, not raise it, so I don't get this, but what are your thoughts on this Iron Trials video gaming experience mode in Warzone? This video gaming system, as Activision would say.
The thing that's kind of interesting to me is the gulag stuff. Like no shotguns, no akimbo, no tactical equipment. It's almost like they're like trying to test it. I don't know, to see if people would actually enjoy it or something. Not really sure. So that's kind of weird to me. This sounds okay. Yeah, there are a lot of people very excited for this. Not entirely sure why. Again, not big on LTMs, and this just sounds like another LTM that they're kind of trying to push pretty hard, even though it really doesn't sound that fun. So my thoughts on it are, it's another LTM, I think. I mean, like, cool, you get a calling card for winning it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that is pretty cool. Yeah. But I'm with you.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Exclusive Ace has a video. I didn't watch it, but the title of it was alluding to: is this Iron Trials a trial run? Pardon the pun. I did it on purpose for ranked Warzone in the future.
Right? What would that have to do with it? Huh?
Great question. I don't know. I think the gulag thing, you could interpret that way, because a gulag without shotguns or stuns does require more skill.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that would be like sort of lending itself toward this is like a ranked trial run or something, but I think that is a massive stretch. And I'm curious.
Yeah.
Well, he's also a COD partner, so I'm curious about a couple things. Number one, how many other people think this? Or, number two, does Ace know something we don't, and that's why he's saying this?
I know, that's where I'm at. I'm like, how would he even get that thought of ranked Warzone from this mode? What am I missing?
Isn't it?
I wish I had seen that video. I would have watched it, because that makes me mad. I don't get what that means. I mean, it's definitely a higher skill gap LTM, because you have more base health, all of that, so it's gonna take longer to kill people. But yeah, how he got the idea to link that to ranked Warzone, I'm not too sure about that one.
Yeah.
I mean, a ranked Warzone would be amazing. That would be awesome.
I agree.
I almost feel like that's something that would have been leaked by now, though, if that was coming out. But I don't know. Some of this Warzone stuff, they end up keeping pretty quiet, so
we'll everything see. In Call of Duty, Warzone stuff, they are able to contain the most for some reason. Even the release of the game itself, that wasn't leaked until like a month before it came out.
Yeah.
If that.
I don't even think it was a month before we got the trailer of it or something is what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. So, or yeah, before it was announced. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So if they do, it's possible that they've kept it under wraps. I don't know, but the Iron Trials thing, yeah, I should have watched the video. I just thought like, of course not, but I didn't make the connection that he's a COD partner, and a lot of things these COD partners can do is know things, and then since they signed an NDA, they can't say this is coming or whatever, but they can like talk around it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Maybe say, does Iron Trials mean ranked is coming? If they know ranked is coming, So maybe that's something. That's a little bit of a
black helicopter
take, but it's possible. But other than that, I find Iron Trials to be another LTM, and it's funny that they take stuns and shotguns out of the gulag because they know, and this is what we've been saying, and many other people have been saying, not just us, but we've been saying it forever. Why do you think stuns and shotguns and akimbo magnums are in the gulag in the first place? To make it as close to 50-50 shot as possible, where skill doesn't matter. So if they're trying to raise the skill gap, widen the skill gap, it should be no surprise that they would take out stuns and shotguns. It's not that they don't know that shrinks the skill gap. It's precisely because they do know that it is in regular Verdansk. Make it as close to 50-50 so everyone has fun, Kappa, as possible. Now, we'll get more into having fun in Warzone in a minute, but but that's their thought process. So now let's go to these live breaking patch notes. We just got these like 20 minutes ago. So we're going to be going through this. You're going to be doing it with us together. We're not going to be omega detailed on this. We haven't had a chance to read it, obviously. But we'll take a look at some of the interesting things. First off, they've made a playlist schedule all the way until the week of September 30th.
Yeah, they've kind of been doing that lately, actually.
That's quite cool.
Whoa.
And the return of a mode not seen in quite some time.
Look at the last week.
Whoa.
Resurgence Extreme. on Rebirth Island. What have we seen that before? Resurgence Extreme?
No.
What would that mean? Interesting.
Yeah, that's a great question.
That's cool. One of the weeks too. What else? We'll let you choose from a few options. Keep an eye on our Twitter for updates. Dude,
Twitter poll?
Wouldn't that be dope if they did that every single week?
True.
And had a poll for which of these choices of an LTM would you want? Dude, that would be so fucking cool. Imagine if Dev Studios actually did that and truly listened to what people said every week. I mean, it's obvious those things can be, not accurate, and also not 90% of the player base isn't active on Twitter anyways. But that's still cool to see them doing something like that. I like that idea a lot.
Yeah, that will be cool. That'll be neat.
That'll be neat.
So then the numbers, LTM is coming.
It talks about it, actually.
And I'm refusing to read it.
Are you?
Clash and Iron Trials. So this is shit we've gone over. Let's see. No shot. Dead Silence and Stopping Power have been removed.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's in Iron Trials.
You're such a dumb fuck.
I got so excited. No.
You're such a fucking idiot.
Oh, I was so excited. So that's just for Iron Trials. Once again, by the way, just like the Gulag, the reason these are in the game is because they know that they shrink the skill gap. That's why they're taking them out for Iron Trials. There's the evidence right there. So cool, fun, and exciting. Can only one shot to the head within 30 meters with a sniper rifle.
That's cool.
I don't agree.
That's how I use my Swiss anyways, dude. My gallows for within 5 meters, my Swiss is for 5.1 plus.
This is so dumb.
Because I can fire one bullet and kill everyone.
Okay, good luck doing that.
It works great for me. Learn to aim forehead. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah,
gotcha.
Dipshit.
Gotcha.
Fucking idiot.
And cool. So new red doors. The previously dormant mobile broadcast stations seem to be stirring. That's going to be related to the event. General. Okay, what is it? I hate viral marketing. Okay, so General patch notes. They have one thing, and it's a link, and it's a bunch of question marks. Cool. Click on the link, and then it's just
another image.
Link to a picture of what? What is this? What is this picture?
It's like they're hinting at operators or something. I think that's what it is. I don't know.
Is this like a guy's face over here?
I can't tell what that is at all, honestly. No idea.
Yeah, so cool, Raven. Awesome. New Gulag loadouts, new pre-match loadouts. Okay, new ground and supply box loot. A bunch of bug fixes. I don't know if there's anything interesting here. Possibly. The Psy is coming. And then a lot of weapon balance changes. Okay, so nerfs to the C-58, the FAL, maybe? What is Assault Rifle Bravo?
Yeah. Modern Warfare FAL.
Yeah.
Trying to hit the cheaters again, dude. They're trying to hit
maybe. Yeah.
Nerfing the FAL. We got killed to a speed hacking FAL user yesterday, actually, didn't we?
Yeah,
I think he's using an FAL. Yeah,
he was. Did. Yeah. The MW MP5, the Krig, the Stoner, the OTS-9, the Type 63, these were all nerfed. PPSH EM2 were changed, but they're about the same according to Raven. And then the Groza, the Cold War AUG, and the Cold War DMR have been buffed. Okay. That's a lot. That is 12 weapons that were changed. C-58, recoil adjusted. Cool. So it recoils more. EM2 base eye optic position retracted. So maybe the base optic for the EM2 is usable in Warzone now, which would mean you get a free attachment slot if you're willing to use it. That would be a very big buff for the EM2, if true. I suspect it would not be worth using still, even if it worked well. But That's something to consider. FAL damage nerfed. Groza's sprint to fire speed increased by fucking 15%. Wow. That's a lot, dude.
Yeah.
They've been trying to build this like a sniper support up close AR, but since it's shit, no one's been using it. So they're trying to really get people to try it again. And a sprint to fire on that gun is exactly what you need. That's a really big buff. That's very, very good. I will actually be trying that. 15% sprint to fire.
That's a big difference.
That's really big. Craig 6.
I still feel like the thing with the Groza though was like the recoil pattern, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. But I haven't used it in a while, but that was always my biggest issue with it. So I don't know if that's really going to change anything for me. I've never once used the Groza and thought, oh man, this thing needs better sprint to fire. It's just this gun is shit. Because everything's wrong with it. Recoil, all of it. So I don't know.
Huh. I'll
so
try
that's
it.
going to be thrown in the meta, yeah.
The recoil is kind of fucking weird. I think you just need to run recoil attachments even if you're using it up close, which is super annoying. I think that's what they need to fix more than anything, but
yeah,
I did notice sprint to fire was slow, so that is good. I'm excited to try it again.
Yeah.
Craig 6
hit pretty hard.
Hit really hard, yeah. Max damage 30 to 29, mid damage 25, minimum damage 25 to 23. That's the important value. That's a giant nerf, I think.
Yeah, Craig may be out.
Craig might be out, which I would say means the FAR is probably coming back. The FAR was not touched.
Or the C58, because the recoil patterns changed, so it depends how much that pattern actually changed. Because the C58 did have more recoil than the Crig and Farah pre-patch, so that's going to be interesting to see. And that's what they said, is that the recoil pattern, it's been increased, but it's a different deviation, it says. So, I don't know. Possibly that'll mean maybe less horizontal and it's just more vertical or something, kind of like the Crig and Farah. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So that could be thrown in there too.
True. That's a good point. It's hard to judge. You can't really judge how hard a gun is to control unless you use it. I mean, you could tell me. Well, you could show a plot, I guess, but you know, they've never done that in these notes. So anyway, yeah, C58 or FAR I think is going to be the new meta for ARs.
Yeah.
Slightly more recoil on the Stoner. Okay, we'll see what slightly means. Cold War AUG, less recoil. No.
Well, relax.
Not
There's barrel
again.
changes and shit later too, so relax. These are just base gun changes. There's a lot of changes to the barrels again.
Oh, okay.
So everything will be different either way.
Okay, got it. Oh wow, I'm excited to get to this. Okay, DMR recoil adjusted. M16.
Okay.
M16 weapon kick decreased.
Why do they? How come in one thing they say kick, the next time they say recoil?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And why is kick being capitalized? Why is the K in kick?
Yeah, these people
capital?
need to
What
be
is
fired.
going on there?
Yeah, it's a great question. I don't know. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me though. So okay, Type 63 had so many changes. It just got gutted. Well, no, it didn't. Yeah, it kind of did. Just
Well,
a
it
lot of
should
the
be gutted.
multipliers were decreased. But now it has less recoil too. Interesting.
Neck multiplier increased by a lot though. So if you
Yeah.
can aim higher on their head, that's going to help.
But headshot
So-
2.1 to 1.58.
Yeah, so that's why Type 63 is fucking insane. Yeah, so the headshot multiplier is a lot lower, but if you miss the headshot and aim a little bit lower, and we know that neck multiplier is huge, as True Game Data showed.
Yes.
So that's, then it's not that well, because that's getting buffed either way. So it's not going to kill as fast as before, but if you're shooting around the head, it still could feel pretty damn fast because that neck multiplier increase.
Yeah. True. I don't think it'll be worth using though. Because it's still also semi-auto. So unless it's fucking broken, it's not going to be worth it. So Type 63 is out, honestly. All right. next here, SMGs. The 10 millimeter MDub MP5 max damage 34 to 31. So that's not worth using anymore.
Yep, that's done.
OTS 9 max damage range decreased by 6.2%. So that means that gun's still absolutely usable.
That's kind of weird. The maximum damage range. The thing with OTS for me is I feel like it was already dog shit at range. It just fries up close. So it's kind of,
and it still will, yeah.
And that change is probably going to be the difference of 2 meters at the most.
Yeah,
1.5 meters, something
on
like that.
Already like a 12-meter range is nothing.
I think OTS max damage range is like 10, 12 meters. So it's barely it'll be like 1 meter maybe.
Yeah, with attachments it's more probably, but still not much. So yeah, this is not that big of a deal, but it is pretty sizable. PPSH, they made the recoil better. Okay. That's good, because I love the PPSH.
I like using it, yeah. I would love to use that one again, too, actually.
Yeah, I'll give that a try for sure.
I like using the PPSH with a red dot, actually.
Yeah.
It's a fun one.
That's okay. That's okay. The Swiss recoil adjusted. We've improved the firing recoil behavior for the Swiss. We expect this change to go largely unnoticed. It should improve its overall feel. Okay. ZRG also had its recoil adjusted. This doesn't matter because it has so much flinch. But there you go.
Yeah, right. ZRG's not good.
So, barrels in Warzone. Looks like the recoil control has been nerfed on every single barrel. I like it.
Yeah, they're trying to add more recoil to the guns again since they made them too good a while ago.
Yep. On the Ranger, reinforced heavy, the takedown, and the task force. So 10 to 8 or 5 to 4, horizontal and vertical where appropriate. So 2 and 1%, not that bad, but still a good start because no Warzone guns have recoil, and it's time we bring recoil. But make recoil happen again. What are your thoughts on this? You think this will be noticeable? 10 to 8% increase?
Not a whole lot, no. Because so these, like Task Force, for example, about 2 months ago, the horizontal and vertical recoil control was 15%, and then they dropped it down to 10, and now they're dropping it down to 8. So I don't think the change from 15 to 10% that was that noticeable. So I don't think 10 to 8 will be very noticeable either. I mean, ever so slightly, sure, but it's not. You're not gonna use your favorite gun and just say this thing's fucking chalked now because of this. No, we'll have a slight amount of recoil more than it did, but I don't know. I don't think this is a big change at all. It's better than them doing nothing though, because it's not like they can just, or not like they're gonna just revert the change and just have it decrease 5% recoil or something. So I like where they're headed, and I like that they're constantly changing things here. But yeah, I don't think we'll feel a lot of difference there, really.
Yeah, I agree. It seems to me maybe a little bit, but not much. But more than that, you're just going to start killing fewer people far away than you normally would. You won't notice it, but there's going to be times where someone far away is like one shot and you can't finish them. And if you had a pre-nerf task force barrel, you would have gotten one more bullet in.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But you just won't notice it. But it'll be good for the ecosystem, I think. So this is a good change.
Yeah. The bigger thing is the horizontal recoil change.
100%.
That's what makes it a lot harder to control. But all of these changes, again, are still just making sniper rifles better. That means the car is even better now. The Swiss is even better now.
True.
Because they keep making, statistically every gun is becoming harder to use, but the snipers keep getting untouched. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Frankly, I'm okay with that. I'm ready for another sniper meta. It's been how long? How long has this been going on? You know? When was the last time we had a sniper? Did we ever really have like a true sniper meta? I feel like we didn't.
Thermal HDR was the only sniper meta from what I remember.
Yeah, probably.
There's still like the average Warzone player doesn't snipe. Like snipers are overpowered, but still they're still a little bit harder to use compared to a Krig or something.
Yeah.
So like in the hands of someone who's really, really fucking good, a sniper is insane. But in the hands of someone who's dog shit, they're not going to hit anything. So
yeah, true.
it's also that's the issue with snipers is they're also hard to balance in that sense because you don't want to just, you don't want to screw over the good players. If they're like hitting crazy shots, they're not getting rewarded for it, but then you don't want to make them too easy to use. Or everyone will be sniping, just hitting headshots nonstop.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how you would balance that. You would have to start...
Snipers are a difficult thing to balance, yeah.
Yeah, they're really hard because they're one-shot kill, like you said. You would have to start by making ARs just way worse. Because ARs are so good right now that I think snipers are perfectly fucking balanced. I mean, if you're at 40 meters getting beamed with a Krig with all that flinch, okay,
yeah,
good luck. I mean,
now,
yeah, good.
Like these pro tournaments are doing right now where a lot of the pros don't want snipers in, or they want like the Swiss and the car band. That I can kind of understand. Because one, I mean, they're all in private lobbies, obviously, so they can do whatever they want. But like those guys playing in the tournament are fucking insane. So if you're running out in the open and have no cover, some guy 300 meters away is going to like 2-tap you with a sniper.
True.
Whereas with an AR, they can put 12 bullets into you, but you're still going to have time to move, maybe get to cover or something. So if a lobby is full of, an average of 4.0 plus KDs, you're not going to have that much fun if everyone's using a Car 98 or Swiss. Everyone's just going to be getting one tapped. For pubs, I think they're perfectly fine. They're balanced for the most part, but I get why a lot of pros want to see them banned in tournaments for sure.
If you're in a lobby that good, then and you allow like a Swiss in a car, then it's almost becomes like hardcore syndrome where it's just whoever sees the other person first just wins. Because these guys are so nuts. Like you said, if someone's in the wide open, you're gonna get hit. Like you're gonna get headshotted and down. So then it's just like who saw the other person first. Yeah, I could totally see it. Okay. LMGs, same thing. TAC rifles did not have their task force barrel changed for recoil control. That's odd. Let's see.
What didn't?
TAC rifles, their task force barrel did not get changed, nor did it for SMGs.
That's good, though, I think.
Yeah,
because the biggest issue was assault rifles, really. So, tactical rifles, most people were running titanium. Well, TAC rifles, it's always been like whatever the meta gun was. There's never been like people using all sorts of different TAC rifles. But every single time, the meta barrel has been titanium because it's been fire rate.
Yeah, true.
And that's what was nerfed on like the DMR and all that,
yeah. So, that makes sense. So, okay. Yeah, those are good changes. I'm happy with that. I'll be curious to see how it feels in game, of course. Groza Serpent Grip, ADS speed increase 9% to 7%. Okay. I'll take it. Because I think the sprint to fire was way more of a problem than the ADS time. If you're trying to use that gun up close.
Yeah.
Okay, new operators, don't care. Store, immediately skipping. Download size, 5 gigs. 5 to 6 gigs. If you're on PC, 6 to 7. And that's it. So, overall, pretty good changes, I think.
Yeah,
I like
the
barrel changes a lot. It remains to be seen if it's enough. I suspect it won't be. And then the weapon balance changes, I think, are fine too. I'm just kind of annoyed that it's always the same 20 guns getting tinkered with.
Yeah.
Why haven't we seen a buff to the Scar? Ever.
True, actually, yeah.
Or the Odin. Or even, like the what's that fucking
Why haven't we seen like the Cold War AK buffed again?
Well, let's not get crazy on that.
What do you mean? It's so much. There's no reason to use that for long range right now.
Yeah, not
over
for
the
long
C58,
range.
FAR, none of that. People don't use it for close range anymore. Really, you don't ever see that.
I
So
think
that's not
I
really
see
an
it. I'm
issue.
pretty sure I see it.
I don't really see it.
Really?
Yeah, every single person right now is running the Krig. People who I see, Krig and an
Even
SMG
with the sniper.
usually.
No, with a sniper, I mean.
I
So
don't
I've been
know.
using
I don't
like an
really see
iron
it.
sight AK with a sniper a couple times, and it fucks still. Anyway, whatever. My point is that there are guns, many guns that are fucking dog shit in Warzone that are just not being like tinkered with at all. And then the Groza has been like nerfed and buffed 80 times.
Yeah, it's still dog shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like, let's get some new guns in the mix. Like they said they were going to do, by the way.
Yeah,
And there are way more guns that I can't remember right now, including Cold War guns too. The two, like the RPD and the other Cold War LMG, those could be adjusted. Every MW LMG could be adjusted. I'm not super keen on making LMGs meta or anything, but you could tinker with them. And then there are Cold War ARs that aren't really used at all either. The QBZ, for example, that was changed fairly recently, so I guess maybe they're trying, but I don't know. Either way,
yeah.
overall, I'm not mad about these, and I think it looks like the FARA. If I had to guess, the FARA is going to be the new meta in Warzone. Or the EM2, actually.
I think the Gallo and Swiss is the new meta.
Do you?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well,
Maybe the PPSH will come back here too.
I'm very excited to try the PPSH.
Maybe
again.
it'll make people, because the OTS will probably feel exactly the same, but maybe with having two SMGs that are used quite a bit nerf, maybe people will start experimenting with that.
Yeah, it's possible. It is possible indeed. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for the Warzone patch notes. Not too terribly much, but good changes for sure. And I'm not mad about it. And I'm very excited to try that Groza. Real excited to try that Groza.
Little Groza boy.
Yeah, with the sniper. See if that sprint to fire is noticeable. Now, before we move on, Tanner noticed a couple bug fixes that were worth mentioning. Tanner, fill us in.
Yeah, there's a few things on the bug fixes. Number one, they fix the issue where the revive and self-revive times in private matches took like 4 seconds longer than in pubs.
Oh.
That has been a bug since day one of Warzone, and they just fixed it a year and a half later.
Huge.
So most of you don't care, but if you've ever played in like our customs tournaments and stuff, this is nice because you'll notice immediately why the fuck does it take so long to self-res? That's
and the
why.
tournaments you guys watch too.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
That's big,
So
actually.
I'm glad that changed. Yeah, because any custom lobby. So it's kind of weird they're doing that now randomly. But cool. Another thing, I've seen a lot of people talking about this lately. They finally fixed the reticle alignment for the Roman standard blueprint for the Swiss. I know I've seen a lot of people saying this lately.
Okay.
Did they ever fix that? I think everyone's just assumed they had because that was broken, 2 months ago, month and a half ago. So that is finally fixed. You can switch your Swiss back to the Roman standard blueprint if you want. And that's pretty much it, actually. Yeah, and just other dog shit bug fixes. But so there you go, because that's been a thing on Twitter lately, is the Roman standard blueprint, and nobody seemed to have the answer for it. So there we go.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that is good to know, indeed. Is this working? Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so that's it for patch notes. Now on to news and upcoming changes for Cold War. There will be a new zombies map in Season 6, and is the finale of the Cold War Zombies saga.
Ooh.
No further official details at this time. However, won't be coming for a while. Season 6 will probably be in... before Vanguard comes out, I'd say month or so, and then that'll come out.
It'll be about a month probably, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. I'm genuinely excited for this. Because I was having a lot of fun trying to build Klaus. A lot of fun.
Yeah. And then also, Treyarch is obviously doing zombies for Vanguard, so maybe another fun year of zombies.
True.
That'd be fantastic, actually.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So I hope that's the case.
Likewise, indeed. So that's coming. Now on to Warzone. Not really much more news here because we have a lot to talk about with respect to Vanguard. But there are a couple new fun and exciting Warzone cheats rather. Number one is speed hacks. Now Tanner and I had the pleasure of running into one of these sophisticated young men speed hacking. So he's literally just skipping around the map. Can't outrun him. Speed hacking. This is the first time I had seen it in game. He killed me, Jake, Tanner, and Cope Cowboy. So that was fucking cool. And other people are bitching about this now too. And then there's also another great, fun, and exciting movement hack. And I think we might have a piece of media to show you to this effect. Let me see if I can find this piece of media. Here we go. Okay, so just give me one moment. Reddit's so bad. Reddit's such a bad website, and don't link videos from there ever again.
I didn't link a video. I linked an article. I wasn't going to show it.
No, I know. It's not your fault. It's this dog shit website's fault. And I'm almost not going to show the video.
It doesn't really... There's nothing to show. They get the point.
Yeah, here. Okay, you can watch it this way. So, here we go. He dies. He's confused. I'll narrate what happens here. So there's a guy in the kill cam. He's in a dirt bike. He launches vertically straight in the air like a fucking UFO, and then descends on some guy on a rooftop, who's then killed. He ran him over. So flying dirt bikes.
Flying dirt bikes with aimbot on them. Not just flying dirt bikes, aimbot dirt bikes.
Flying heat-seeking aimbot dirt
hilarious,
bikes.
Dude.
So that's a both fun and exciting development.
Oh my god.
For sure. So cool. And I don't care. Because they said in the Vanguard multiplayer reveal that there's a new anti-cheat system coming out. And that's going to fix it all. Not an engine or not an anti-cheat engine or anything. Not a program, not software, but a system, which we've gone into, but we have a little bit more to say on that. All right, now we're getting into Vanguard shit. And this is what I'm most excited to discuss, and it is what I'm most excited for, frankly. Yeah. It's the next installment of the franchise, Call of Duty Vanguard. Now here we have just some details on the open beta that is forthcoming. Again, September 10th to 13th, PlayStation Early Access, and then September 16th through the 20th is for everyone else, roughly speaking.
If you pre-order. Yeah.
If you pre-order, yes. And then I think that's pretty much it. If you play the beta, you get a blueprint in Vanguard and Warzone for a weapon. I don't know what this weapon is.
STG-44.
For the STG-44, got it. Wait. Those who reach level 20 during the beta will receive the Rat-a-Tat STG-44 weapon blueprint for Vanguard and Warzone. Okay, so they just confirmed Vanguard weapons are coming to Warzone.
Well, they already have.
Officially, though?
Yeah. Like fucking a month ago.
Did they?
Yes.
I mean, we all knew it was true.
We were making fun of it because they said the seamless thing like weeks ago.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
How Vanguard is going to seamlessly transition to Warzone. Yeah, it's been official for a long time. I think it was at one of their shareholder meetings.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's right, yeah. Not that that would have been surprising, but anyway, yeah.
No, but yeah, there's like things that everyone assumes and is leaked, and there's things that are actually official.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then... yeah, whatever, an operator skin or something. Okay, so beta content. Champion Hill will be one of the maps, which is also the mode, I suppose. Yep. Hotel Royal, Gavutu, Have we seen that yet?
Yes, that was the Pacific map.
Oh, that's
that was the one
downed
where
ship or whatever.
That was the one with the awful sun glare too.
That was all of them, but yeah, I know which map
That was
you're
all
talking
of them.
about.
That
Yeah.
one was the worst, though. I think.
Yes,
yeah.
you're right. Yeah, that's the one.
That was the one
yeah.
Swag tweeted out an
Correct.
image of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Red Star, which is the big snow map, and then weekend.
Large map.
Yeah, large map, and then weekend 2 Eagle's Nest, which is like a very narrow 3-lane map, I would say. What is Hotel Royal? Have we seen that yet?
Yeah, that was the one that was nighttime, and it was in Paris. And there's like planes flying over in the background. Yeah, all sorts of shit going on. Yeah.
So everything that has been in past betas that we already saw, like this last beta, is going to be, in terms of maps anyway, is going to be in this beta.
Yeah.
So there's going to be Champion Hill, and then there's going to be Patrol, and this is the mode where you have a moving hardpoint. So it's hardpoint, but instead of a static hardpoint that shifts every 60 seconds, it's constantly moving. Very super excited to try this. Tanner and I did not think it could be done to make a new game mode that would be worth playing. We were wrong.
Yeah.
Because this is actually a really great idea. It remains to be seen how fun it is in practice, but I think it's a great idea, and I would imagine it would be fucking fun.
Yeah. Yeah. We were watching Husker's stream when he was playing that, and it looked interesting. But also it's hard to gauge because he was playing the Blitz game mode, so there was 48 players on a map, all trying to play that one objective. So pretty insane, but I do like the idea. I think it'll be fun because Hardpoint's a great game mode, so I'm excited for this one.
Agreed. And in addition, we will have, as they say, the classic offerings such as TDM, Kill Confirmed, Dom, and Search. I don't think Search was in the last beta. I didn't see anyone playing Search.
Yeah, I think you're right. I feel like Search isn't something you usually put in a beta, actually.
That's true.
It doesn't seem like a game mode you do. It seems like you want more people just playing like TDM and just shooting guns, trying to find bugs, things like that.
Server.
But
yeah.
I mean, it could have been in every beta. You wouldn't know because you hate Search. So yeah, because you're dog shit.
I wouldn't know. Correct. Yeah, because Search is cringe.
Cool.
But yeah, okay, that'll be in the beta, so that's fun, I guess. Yep. If you're a dipshit like Jake and Tanner.
Cool.
These are also the exact modes you can play alongside Patrol during the beta period. Okay, got it. Weapons. You'll be able to level up weapons to level 30. Does that mean weapon level 30 or player level 30 you unlock all of those weapons?
Weapon level 30 for every single gun. So there's a lot of unlocks you could do.
Wow, that is a fuck ton.
So you can really mess around with a lot of the guns.
Are you sure?
Yes. Why would it mean player level?
Because that's how every Call of Duty beta I've ever played has been.
What? When you get to a max level, everything's unlocked?
No. The MDub beta, your player level was capped at like 14. So there were a bunch of weapons you couldn't use because you had to be a higher level to use them, but you couldn't get there.
Well, yeah, there's still only certain weapons in the beta, yeah. But every weapon in the beta you can level up to level 30. And I don't know how many guns.
Max weapon level?
No, max weapon level is like 71 for a lot of them.
So you can level up every gun that exists not every gun in the game.
Every gun in the beta, so it's probably a third of the guns that are going to be in the game. Maybe a quarter,
why wouldn't they let you level up? That's odd to me, but okay, sure.
That's how betas always are, really. That's why they're not fun, because you can only level them up to a certain point, and then that's it.
I thought it was just player level, not weapon level, but maybe I just don't remember.
Yeah.
Like in MDub, you could use like the M4. Maybe you couldn't get its weapon level that high. But what were you saying? Go ahead.
I was just saying, I mean, like, either way, it's not like we're going to level up every weapon max in the beta, because it's a beta, and you're going to spend so much time playing the same maps over and over again, and then not have any of that stuff transfer over. But yeah, it'll be fun to get like a couple weapons max level that you think are going to be good. Yeah. Mess around with them.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you're right. It gets very old. So Also, we'll have the combat pacing shit. Now, we've discussed this sort of, but for a brief refresher, quote, combat pacing is a feature that allows players to select the intensity of their games, kind of. Player count is determined by map size to achieve the intensity described in the combat pacing system. So basically, there's 3 modes, right? Tactical, assault, and blitz. So tactical in general will mean you're playing 6 versus 6. Oh, it's always 6 versus 6.
Yeah.
So that's
Tactical is normal Call of Duty
COD.
multiplayer.
Right.
Yep.
Assault is getting more active, and it's going to put more players on the same map. So tactical scrapyard is 6v6. Assault scrapyard would be like 10v10. That's the only difference, though. It would still be the same map, the same size, and the same mode.
Yeah.
They might adjust how many points you need to win the game. I would imagine
They for
you
sure
have
do
to
that,
for like
yeah.
TDM, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it. Everything else is the same. And then Blitz is just further. So even more people. So to carry the scrapyard analogy, it would be like 14 versus 14 on scrapyard. Or yeah, probably about that. So that's all combat pacing means, is how many players are on your map of a size. Now, if you went to like, for example, Grozny Raid, which is a fucking giant, massive map, then tactical would still be 6v6, but then assault would be 14v14, and then blitz would be 24v24. And it still wouldn't be enough for Grozny Raid, of course, but that's beside the point. That's how the system works. How many more people depends on the size of the map, but the scheme is always the same. Tactical 6v6, assault's more, blitz is the most that they'll allow to fit.
And it varies by every map. Yeah, so it's like assault is like generally up to around 28 players, so 14 versus 14, and then blitz is up to 48 total, so 24 versus 24. And we saw that in the reveal when streamers and COD partners were playing it early. They were doing that on one of the big maps, and it was 48 players, and it was fucking insane. So
yeah,
pretty intense. Not something I will play often, I'm sure, but it'd be interesting. Maybe fun to like farm streaks that way or something. Get a bunch of kills in a short period of time.
I feel like Blitz Red Star felt like boots on the ground war to me.
I think that player count for that size of map was still too much. I feel like assault on Red Star would be perfect. But yeah, it is going to feel more like ground war. So it's still not confirmed if we're actually getting like that war game mode or ground war or anything like that. We don't really know. War was just always rumored, and it hasn't been confirmed yet. And the way they're doing this with Blitz and everything kind of almost makes it sound like war is not coming. But again, what about all the vehicle shit that was leaked a long time ago?
Yeah, I think war is still coming. Yeah.
So I just hope they're not doing this shit again where they add way too many game modes in and we end up with, what did Cold War have at one point? Fucking 42 different game modes or something you can play at one time.
42 game modes that you can play on 3 maps. That's Cold War. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck Cold War.
Yeah, wow.
Still better than MW though.
Wrong. Just admit you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Combat pacing is a very cool feature. I really like this.
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
Yeah, for sure. And because there's crossplay now, and this seems like it's going to be even more popular than Cold War was, it's not like you're going to be lacking in players and dividing the player base too much. I think they can afford to have like a lot of different playlists with how many fucking players are going to be playing this. So I'm very pleased with this. And this will be really good for like leveling guns. I'm going to find the smallest map in the video game. I'm going to press Blitz 24/7 and just fucking bang it out. Pop a double XP weapon token. I'll have 9,000 of them. And just instantly get... And just like spawn, shoot once, get an assist, die, and I'll still level my gun so fast.
Yeah.
That's like the first thing I thought of. But also, being able to, because if Call of Duty is good at one thing. It is this: making maps that are too big. They've been doing it for at least since Black Ops 4. Probably longer back than that. And what's great about this combat pacing dog shit is that I can instead, on all of your giant fucking maps that are way too big, I can just queue Blitz and then it'll feel like a normal Call of Duty map. That's great. That's great. So I'm very pleased with this. Very excited for it. And then there will be operators, don't care, didn't ask. And that's pretty much it for this article. How excited are you for this open beta, Tanner?
Very excited. Can't wait. This is a long one, too, so we'll get it because we pre-ordered. We'll get it from the 16th to the 20th.
Yeah.
That's a good amount of time.
To play on the 20th?
Oh, we'll be done playing by the night of the 17th, but that's still cool we have that much access.
Yeah.
Literally, that's how it is. Betas get boring so fast. I'm excited to get a feel of everything for sure. Yeah, we'll be done with it by Saturday, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So, next.
That's what I expect.
On Vanguard, more beta details. Now we're going to talk about all the weapons, streaks, perks, field upgrades, and more. So this is once again courtesy of Charlie Intel, written by our boy Matt Porter. Not our boy. Liam's our boy.
Where's Liam? Yeah, give us Liam.
They might have listened to the broadcast and fired Liam. We apologize, Liam. We are not hiring, but sorry. Okay, so here are the kill streaks. Intel for 3 kills reveals nearby enemies to the summoning player. This isn't League. Through repeated pings on the minimap over a short period of time. This sounds like a personal recon, personal radar, from MW. Care package at 4 kills, the most standard kill streak there's ever been. UAV spy plane at 4 kills. Counter UAV at 4 kills. Glide bomb at 5 kills. This was not working in the last beta, but this is essentially a cruise missile. Death machine at 5 kills. So this is a machine gun with explosive rounds and a fixed number of bullets. We've talked about this. Mortar barrage, which is going to be like lightning strike or artillery strike, respectively.
Yeah.
You drop 3 little pins on a map and it barrages them with mortars. War Machine, which is a noob tube, 7 kills. Flame Knot, 9 kills. Juggernaut with a fire suit and flamethrower. And then Attack Dogs, which also didn't work in the beta, for 10 kills. Summons a pack of attack dogs, which attack nearby enemies.
Pretty weird, I think, that Flame Knot is less kills than Attack Dogs. I mean, Attack Dogs in past games, sometimes they're pretty easy to kill. So Flame Knot, when you have a protective suit and a flamethrower that was insane in the Champion Hill Alpha, that may be a little bit too broken for only a 9 kill streak, but we'll see.
I didn't see it in the beta.
Oh, it was insane.
Really?
It was fucking busted, yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people were bitching about it. Well, not the beta, but that Champion Hill Alpha.
Champion Hill,
about.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how it'll play on like Hotel Rwanda or whatever the Parisian map is.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, so, and I hate attack dogs. I think it's dumb. Take NPCs out of my PvP experience. Thanks in advance.
That's a perfect perk for you. You just call it in, you don't have to do anything.
No.
They won't get any kills, but you don't have to do anything.
Well, they will get any kills, and that's the problem, because when I'm trying to PvP, kill other players, and then a guy runs around the corner, and then a fucking German Shepherd comes from behind me, I'm not Jaren, so I'm not going to kill it with my bare hands. So I'm going to have to turn. So I'm going to have to shoot something, and if I shoot the guy, the dog's going to kill me. Cringe. And if I shoot the dog, the guy's going to kill me. Also cringe. Take them out.
True.
So fucking dumb. Hate it. Always.
You're going to be one off a nuke, and there's going to be a dog running up behind you. You won't hear him, and it'll bite you once, and you'll be dead.
And it's gonna fucking, dude. It's going to have packet loss, and then it's just going to jump fucking 30 meters, and you're just one tap dead. And you're going to be like, awesome, man. That was fun and exciting.
I wonder if aim assist works against dogs.
Great question. Great. I hope it doesn't.
I hope it doesn't, yeah.
So then I'll use them, of course.
Yeah.
Anyways. Now the perks. So there are 3 perk slots. In the first slot, Ghost, Fortified, Reduced damage and health regen delay from explosives. So this is like EOD. Damage reduction increase while mounted, crouch, or prone. Wow. That's pretty cool, actually. Because one thing I like to do, because I'm a fucking Chad, is that when I'm in a gunfight, I will crouch like a god. And then if I get exploded upon, I'll take a little less damage. Doesn't really matter. Isn't going to be a deal breaker, but that's, I think, a welcome addition to that perk. Low profile. So you have to pick one of these 4. Training and how to avoid detection by the enemy. Immune to the effects of piercing vision. So this is essentially cold-blooded in that it exists to counteract Combat Scout, which is now called Piercing Vision. When the full game comes out, this perk will do more than just that. But for now, that's all it does for the beta.
Yeah.
And then Survival Training, which is Tac Mask or Battle Hardened. Perk 2, High Alert. Your vision pulses with enemies outside of your view. Radar. Enemies appear on your minimap when they fire an unsilenced weapon. Wow. So if you take a perk called Radar, your minimap works like it has for the past 20 years.
Yep.
And you have to take a perk for it instead of High Alert, for example. You think that's worth taking over High Alert?
That's what I'm wondering. It may be based on these 4 perks right here. I think in multiplayer I may run Radar, but there's a thing. I guess we just get into it now. The thing this year is suppressors don't hide you on the minimap. It's subsonic weapon or subsonic ammo type which hides you. And if you get an ammo type for every single gun, because every gun has 8 attachments and 2 perks you can use. If every single person is running subsonic, then Radar is useless. Because you won't know anyways. So, I don't know. It all depends how everyone else is playing.
No. I think unsilenced means not using a silencer.
No, I'm literally telling you what it is. That's how they... That's what I was just wondering why they worded it this way, because even Exclusive Ace, he tweeted some screenshots. Let me just see where I posted this down here.
The reason I say that is because if that's true, why would anyone ever use a silencer on their gun?
Exactly.
Just for the sound?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Well, and it gives you pros. Okay, here's what it says. Well, the minimap remains the same as Modern Warfare, blah, blah. Okay, the perk available in perk slot 2 is called Radar. The perk will activate the minimap back to what players expect with red dots, blah, blah. Okay, it doesn't say it here. It's just the image from Exclusive Ace then. Let me pull that back up. But yeah, that's what it says in game, because he took a screenshot of it, and it says subsonic rounds keep you off the minimap when firing. Here we go. Subsonic rounds. No minimap ping, no enemy skulls. Firing visibly to enemy. I don't know what that means. But so silencers don't do that. All they do is sound suppression and recoil control.
Oh, recoil
They don't keep you off the minimap. Yeah, it's weird. I was thinking that same thing. I'm like, well, suppressors better be pretty fucking good then if they're not going to keep you off the minimap. So I don't know if I like how that's balanced. But, you know, there are a lot of crazy ammo mods too. Not a lot of people probably will run that if FMJ exists when you can shoot through 8 walls, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like maybe people won't be running subsonic and then Radar will be good. So that streak entirely depends on how everyone else is playing. So it's kind of hard to say. But yeah, so they took the red dots off minimap and they forced you to use a perk if you want to see it. Dope.
Oh, that's so weird. I hate these game theory perks. Like Cold Blood is another one. It's completely fucking useless unless other people are running Combat Scout or High Alert.
Yeah.
So your decision on whether or not to run Cold-Blooded right now is based entirely on how many people in your match you expect to be running High Alert or Combat Scout. It's just all game theory. It's so dumb. Whereas with, I don't know, Ghost, it's not game theory at all. It just works. Doesn't matter what everyone else is doing. In some sense, it sort of does if they're using heartbeats or UAVs, but not really. So that's okay. Yeah, just like you said. I think you summed that up. That's going to be very different, though. We're just going to have to play to figure that out and play for a while too. Forward intel is another perk 2. See indicators for enemy reinforcements on your minimap. Minimap shows a larger area, so this is just like in Cold War.
Yeah, forward intel. Yep.
Larger minimap or a more zoomed out one, and you see when people are spawning and where that is. Pretty good perk. Not really better than high alert in my opinion, but maybe. And then tracker. So footprint trail, see markers at enemy death locations, hide the death markers of enemies you kill. I've never. Okay, whatever.
Perk 2 slot sounding kind of dog shit so far.
Yeah, really, really bad.
Compared to the other ones. I mean, compared to Ghost, Tac Mask, all that shit sounding. Perk 2 sounding pretty trash.
Yeah, perk 2 sounds pretty trash. Which is fine, I guess, if they're balanced with each other. Yeah. But I think high alert is just so much better than everything else here.
Yeah, we're also still missing, I think we'll get 2 more perks in each category for the full game. I think each category will have 6. So.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the big puzzle piece we're missing, or 3 pieces. Perk 3, demolition, extra lethal on spawn. And then you get the little lethal display arc. Shows the path of the lethal. Double time, double attack sprint time, increased crouch movement speed 30%. Tactician, restock your tactical equipment every 30 seconds. Okay, so you no longer restock lethals, even if you take the perk for it. What are your thoughts on that?
Sounds good.
Wait, is that what tactical equipment means? Maybe tactical
isn't that how it was in MDub?
Yeah, it could be that. Yeah. No, in MDub,
tactical is just tactical.
Okay, in MDub, restock recharges your claymores, so it does do lethals and tactical.
Yeah.
So I'm unclear when they say tactical equipment if that means just your actual stun or if you're stun plus lethal. I think this could go either way.
I would imagine it's just the tactical, not your lethal.
That's a pretty big nerf to that perk. Yeah, that's a pretty big nerf to that perk. Which I'm not mad about, because I hate the lethal spam shit anyway. However, most people are not surviving fucking a minute in multiplayer anyway, actually. So,
what is Quartermaster in Cold War? I thought that only did tactical, or does that do both?
I don't know about Quartermaster in Cold War.
Recharges equipment, so I think that's all
equipment
of it.
I don't
remember. I'm pretty sure. I don't usually run Quartermaster a whole lot.
Oh wait, equipment.
Yeah, Quartermaster does do both.
Yeah.
So this is just tacticals, yeah. Is what it sounds like.
That's a pretty big change. I wonder if that would carry over to Warzone too. Because then people wouldn't be able to, like, Claymore camp rooftops nearly as easily.
That's what we don't know yet, is if all these perks are moving over. I hope they are, actually.
I do too.
I would enjoy that thoroughly. I would love if all the field upgrades and perks moved over. I think that'd make for a better experience.
Yeah. And then Overkill is also in perk 3, 2 primaries.
So Tactician is awful.
If it's only fucking tac, actually, then yeah, that's really not worth it. But everything here is kind of trash. I mean,
Overkill isn't needed in multiplayer. Best. Yeah, but in multiplayer, you don't really need that.
You don't need it, I agree. But it would still just like, what the fuck else am I going to take? I would never take Tactician if it's just tactical.
Yeah. Hey, can I just not use a third perk? I don't want one.
Just don't let me, yeah. So.
Yeah.
And then field upgrades, we've got supply box, which is ammo and equipment. Body armor is now, a field upgrade. Pretty sure it's also a kill streak, isn't it?
No.
I swear we talked about that, but yeah, maybe not. Okay, so
I think
it's a field upgrade.
I think it's because at the time it was leaked and it wasn't confirmed what it was. So it is one armor plate from what it sounds like, and it's a field upgrade, and the recharge rate is also fast. So that's not great. That means there could be a lot of people with body armor.
That isn't
and then-
great because the time to kill is going to be very inconsistent in your games.
Very. But you kind of just have to hope there's other field upgrades that are better, and it's not worth running. I mean, Dead Silence is going to be a field upgrade. So it's like I would probably run Deady over Armor Plate in multiplayer. I don't know. But also with all the different ammo types, again, people are running like FMJ armor piercing rounds or something, then they're going to rip through your body armor. And I mean, obviously you'll still die slower, but it won't do as much if someone's used like a different ammo type that doesn't armor pierce. Yeah.
True. Goliath, which is a RCXD, that's a field upgrade now. I don't like that. Unless it's just worse than a normal RCXD, I don't like this. Depends on the recharge rate too. But anyways, field mic reveals nearby enemy movement on the minimap, and then Dead Silence. Temporarily makes your footsteps silent. Gun, melee, and throwing knife kills refresh the duration. So, there you go.
There we go.
Hot take. It should be impossible to make your footsteps sound different.
Yeah.
I don't like Dead Silence at all. Because it's not like it's fun dying to it in multiplayer. The stakes aren't as high, so it makes me less furious. But it's not like it's fucking great that I just had no idea you were there and then you killed me because I couldn't hear you. I don't think it should be a perk or a fucking field upgrade. Don't stomp through metal or something. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
That's what I mean, we're in the minority here. Most of the COD player base loves Dead Silence, and they want it as a perk. I've always hated it. Can't stand it. It's annoying. I think it's cheap. Someone can just run up behind you without you hearing them. Doesn't mean they're the better player at all. If I hear them coming, then at least we can have a gunfight. I can snap to them real quick and shoot them.
Yes.
So I hate it as a perk. So I'm very happy that it's a field upgrade this year. And that's what I don't get either, is why are the same people that complain about Dead Silence over and over again in Warzone the same people who want the perk in multiplayer?
True.
There's literally no difference other than, like you said, the stakes are higher. So what? So it's cheap in Warzone, right? So you don't think it's cheap in multiplayer though? Like what? I don't understand the thought process there. It fucking pisses me off.
True.
So I don't know. That makes me really mad. Dead Silence I think it's fucking stupid. I would just rather it not be in the game whatsoever, but I'm much happier it's a field upgrade over a perk.
Yeah, that's
100%.
fair. Agreed. You were making
that was
the
also
point
part of the reason I hated Cold War, because Ninja's a perk, and a lot of people run that.
Yeah. That was a point you were making, or one point you were making, rather, is that the reason that a legitimate reason for Dead Silence is that you can run up on campers.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fair. That's a valid point, but I still think it would be better to not have it than have it. Because if someone's camping, if they can't hear you, how much more likely are you to get the kill there? Because if I'm camping, I'm going to have the entries covered.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to rely on audio cues to watch the door 90 degrees to my left. I'm going to claymore it or something, or razor wire it or whatever. Yeah. I'm not going to rely on audio cues, especially in Call of Duty, especially in Vanguard. It's sounding like, pun intended, where the audio quality is just so fucking, and the levels are so all over the fucking place. I'm not relying on audio cues. I'm claymoring, prox mining that, whatever. So is Dead Silence really going to kill me? No. So I got a claymore there. So Dead Silence doesn't really counter campers as much as I think people think it does. It definitely does to a degree, but not that much, and I don't think it's worth dying to people you can't fucking hear. And there's no gunfight. There's no chance, because you don't know they're there. It's really dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Agreed. And then the weapons, we got in the AR category, STG-44, ITRA Burst, the Bar, the NZ-41, and the Volk. I don't have anything to say about any of these, do you?
Yeah, I don't even know if there's a reason we need to list all these because we don't know what any of them are, other than like the big ones, STG 44.
I know the bar.
Bar, yeah. The other three, I don't know what any of those are. One's a burst rifle. I know that because it says that in the title.
It says burst, yeah.
Yeah, it says burst.
I'm curious to see how burst weapons perform in this game.
I know.
Also, the bar fucked in World War II. Holy shit. It was dog shit until you got rapid fire on it, and then it was nasty, dude.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But
I know what the people with early access were saying was that the burst one sucked, and I heard some of them saying the bar wasn't very good either. But who knows? We'll have weapon balancing all year long. So
yeah, you're kind of right. So there are SMGs, M1928, Sten, MP40.
M1928 is a Thompson, by the way. So those are three big ones: Thompson, Sten, MP40.
Okay,
those are well known.
Revolving shotgun. I don't know what that means. An auto-loading shotgun, which I guess is like a semi-auto.
Revolving shotgun was the one in the campaign mission. The one in the campaign mission trailer.
That loads like a street sweeper.
That loads like or loads like a revolver, like a pistol.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
LMGs, the Bren, the DP27, MG42, the M1 Garand. Very curious to see how that performs. Sniper
That was
files.
overpowered.
Was it?
That was fucking busted, yeah.
Really?
That's what they were all saying too. We were watching Huskers when the play of the game came up. The person got 3 kills with the M1 Garand, which only holds 8 rounds. He got 3 kills all next to each other while people were shooting at him. 3 kills.
Wow.
With less than 8 bullets. 2 shots each, they were all dead.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, holy fuck, that gun's busted. So that may be the early favorite right now.
Yeah. I would not give a fuck for you listening what's OP and what isn't in the fucking beta.
And yeah.
They will be doing balance changes. So, and then sniper files, hire a better rider.
Yeah, sniper files.
The Car 98K, and then a 3-line rifle. I don't know what that is. Do you?
It's cringe. I know that. Yeah, it's a sniper rifle with a sniper scope on it for sure. Yeah,
and a dog shit name. Yeah, so that's a sniper file we can look forward to. And then machine pistol, the Rat, the 1911, a bazooka, a Panzer Schreck. It's like a tank buster. An FS fighting knife.
Nice.
Which is a knife. And then frag grenades, gammon bombs, mollies, demo charges, like a C4, thermite. Okay, so thermite's coming back.
Yeah.
And then throwing knife.
Again, is this all just not sounding exactly like all of this will transfer over to Warzone? I mean, you got the regular frag, the gammon, which could be closer to the Semtex. You got the molly, C4, thermite. It's exactly the same. It makes way more sense than them doing that with a Cold War shit. Ever made sense. So
yeah, and there's no wild cards either.
I'm heavily leaning towards all of this is going to implement and take over the Modern Warfare shit. And there's already some people that have been saying that, I've noticed.
I hope
on
so,
Twitter.
and I agree.
Like almost like it's confirmed, but it's not. I think like people saw that because they said Warzone will be using Vanguard's engine. They think everything is going to come over, which that doesn't mean that necessarily. They're just using they're saying Vanguard engine, which is also the Modern Warfare engine. They just said Vanguard because that's a new game. And so they said Warzone will be on the Vanguard engine, meaning it's not changing. So that doesn't necessarily mean we're getting all the perks and everything, but I think a lot of people are taking it that way, which that's just not what it means, but it's making sense and sounding like it could, and I hope that's true.
I agree with everything you said. I think the reason they're saying Vanguard engine is because it is the same engine, but they like have updated it, tweaked it. So it is like a little different. It's like a new driver update.
Yeah.
It's like it's the same shit, but it's just newer. So
and also, yeah, no more heartbeat. Yep.
True. Yeah. So tacticals: smoke, stun, gas grenade, S-mine 44. I believe is like a bouncing Betty. I don't think that's like a Claymore. I don't think Claymores existed back then. And then stim shots are coming back. Confirmed. No heartbeat sensor. True. I didn't really think about that. That's fucking...
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's
so.
good.
Think about it. If this all comes to Warzone, that'd be fucking great. No heartbeat, ghost only works while moving. I mean, holy shit, this would be amazing. A new map, anti-cheat. Warzone could be the best it's ever been by a fucking mile if they end up doing this. So, I don't know. Hopefully we get more info on that before launch. Hopefully we don't have to wait till like Vanguard comes out to start hearing about that or not. But I would love that. Absolutely.
That would be fucking fantastic.
Either way, I think the player base is ready for a change to all the perks and everything. It's not going to make anything worse at this point. It's just if they want to do it or not. And again, as we've said, they weren't ready to do that with Cold War because they didn't know how popular Warzone was going to be. Cold War was already in development, so they didn't have Warzone in mind when they made Cold War like they have Vanguard in mind when it comes to Warzone and all that. So it's making sense that we see all this.
And like you said too, everything is just so portable. The class system is virtually identical. 3 perks.
Well, that's the only thing.
2 weapons. What's the only thing? Go ahead.
Well, that's the only thing is the gunsmith in this game is 10. So what would you do if this transferred to Warzone? Just cap it at 5?
No.
And just let you choose from whatever 5?
I would allow 10 and tell MW and Cold War to get the fuck out.
Well, we know they're not going to do that. So what is actually going to happen then?
I think what they could do is cap it at 8 and allow all guns to use 8 and get rid of the MW guns. Because Cold War, you can have up to 8 attachments. And you could even keep in the MW guns and allow up to 8 or a number.
I don't think they would do that though, because that would lead to a ton of balance issues on those old guns that they're not thinking about.
That's why I think they would take out the MW guns, leave in the Cold War guns, and then have 2 games guns in the game.
They've already said MW and Cold War stuff will be in it. That was in one of their big blog posts.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
When was this?
It was in the big multiplayer reveal blog. I don't know. They said a lot of shit like that. All of the Modern Warfare guns and Cold War guns will be in it, yeah.
Well, we know the Vanguard guns are going to be in Warzone.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they said that. So we'll have all 3 sets of guns. That's why it makes more sense if the Vanguard guns are already balanced so that when they go into Warzone, you can use the full amount of attachments and they won't be that much better than like using a Krig or something necessarily. But I feel like that's hard to balance. I feel like it's easier if they just put them into Warzone and say you can only use 5 attachments.
I think that's what they would do unless they got rid of all the other guns, honestly.
That's the main thing keeping me from thinking 100% that all of the perks, field upgrades, tacticals are changing over to Vanguard is the gunsmith part of it. That's the only part that doesn't make sense right now. Everything else does.
I'm curious to see chat, if anyone in chat knows did they actually say that they're going to keep MW and Cold War guns in Warzone when Vanguard guns come over? I'd be curious to see that. I don't disbelieve it, but I just don't remember seeing that. Huh. Anyways, yeah, I think what they would do... Okay, if they're going to change over the perks and the equipment and the lethals as well, then I think they would be more likely to also change the number of attachments you're allowed to have on a gun. Because when Cold War integrated, they didn't change anything except adding the guns. So it made sense for them to just cap it at 5. But if they're going to do that again, I think they'll just cap the Vanguard weapons at 5. I think that's all they would do.
Yeah.
Because that's what they did for Cold War.
That'd make the most sense, I think.
But if they are also going to switch over the perks and everything else, then I think it's possible that they would say, all right, now you can have 10 attachments or 8 or 7. Because Cold War, every gun has 8. MW, many guns do. Perhaps every gun has at least 8 slots. in MW. Because remember, you don't fill every slot in MW. There's
Well, not
always
like the
slots you don't
snipers
fill.
and stuff.
But there are guns where there aren't 8. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
There are guns that are only like 6. But I still think that could make sense. I think they would be more likely to do that if they were switching everything over. Because that would mean they're already in like fucking revolution mode. And then they could change that as well. Because they want to keep it as close to Vanguard as possible.
I found it. You can play one or all the 4 integrated Call of... Oh, wait, that's talking about the Battle Pass thing. Hold on. You can create Warzone weapon loadouts with content across Call of Duty titles. That's kind of worded weird. Fully integration this year, being Call of Duty Vanguard and Warzone will roll out. Blah, blah.
Because they might have been just talking about cross progression and saying that there's cross progression between all 3. That wouldn't necessarily mean the MW guns come to Warzone. It would just mean that when you level in Warzone or Vanguard, you're also leveling in MW.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they said it. If they didn't say that and made it seem like it was only the Vanguard guns, and that would be the hottest topic we would be hearing about right now.
I don't think they... I'm not saying that they said it's only Vanguard guns. I know they didn't say that, because you're right. I just don't remember them saying that. It doesn't matter. We'll find out. Either way, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So that's pretty much it for that article. Those are things that are going to be in the beta. The minimap thing, we already covered this. Another piece of news. This is good news for many people, for everyone really. Call of Duty Vanguard will feature an FOV slider on consoles at launch. So there was a big commotion about Vanguard not having an FOV slider on console for the beta. However, they have confirmed that at launch, there will be an FOV slider on consoles. They have not said anything, however, about Warzone when the new map comes out. They have not said if there's going to be an FOV slider at that time. They haven't denied it. They haven't confirmed it either. But they did confirm it for at least multiplayer. So that's good. That's to be expected, because that was the case for Cold War as well. And on the topic of Warzone, here are the options. Either the next-gen consoles will have an FOV slider, and the old-gen consoles will not. Or no consoles will have an FOV slider. However, there exists no universe in which your PS4, that's Bjorn's age, will have an FOV slider in a new Warzone map. That universe doesn't exist. It's never coming. Give up hope. Stop crossing your fingers and asking Santa Claus for an FOV slider on your Xbox 360. It will not happen ever in Warzone. It's not possible. Hardware doesn't work that way. It'll never happen. And on the very, very off chance that I'm wrong, if it does, it will not be worth using. Trust me. Because then your Xbox will overheat and melt and red ring. Or you will have
red ringers? Yeah.
Or you'll have 8 frames per second. But there's simply no universe where it works well, where you can run 120 FOV on an actual 8-year-old console. Not ever happening in Warzone.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, and it definitely can happen on the new gen, next gen
100%.
consoles, 100%. And it should. They should have an FOV slider, I think.
Yeah.
Obviously. So, but yeah, if you're on a PS4 or Xbox original made in 2001, then forget it. You're not getting an FOV slider.
Yeah. Yeah. So, still, it's coming to multiplayer. That's good. And I would assume, honestly, with the new map, that they'll add it for next-gen consoles. Because that hardware can more than handle it for Warzone.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
so
yeah, definitely.
I honestly, I'm pretty optimistic about that for you guys.
It also makes me wonder, because there's a screenshot in there. If you got that Charlie Intel article, then go to the screenshot. It shows the FOV slider, and it says only in effect for, and then it has a colon and it says multiplayer. So like, to me, that could almost make it sound like at some point it will be in effect in Warzone 2, but for now they just word it that way because it's only multiplayer. I don't know. Also, though, if Warzone's going to be launching through Vanguard, then that makes sense for it to not come to Warzone also, because then that's why it's saying that only in effect for multiplayer, is because those settings are for Warzone and multiplayer, you know? So, I don't know. But they should figure out a way to do it. I think next-gen consoles, I'm sure, can handle it. That would stop a lot of people from bitching, for sure.
I think if we get news that the FOV slider is not coming to Warzone, well, no, never mind. I don't think those are... Yeah, never mind. Okay. So, that's that. And then this last article here, new Pacific Warzone map and anti-cheat system confirmed for COD Vanguard. Tanner, what are we looking at here? I know we have a couple screenshots. I'll show these on the broadcast.
That's more, I think, what I linked it for, is we can show those new screenshots, because those are the first look that will show of the actual Warzone map. That's basically why I linked that, not because of the anti-cheat. They just mention, again, what they say here. The new anti-cheat will be a brand new multifaceted anti-cheat system. It'll be launched the same day that Warzone, the new map launches, which will be like at the end of November. The new Warzone map is not coming at the launch of Vanguard. It's probably coming with Season 1, as Tom Henderson had said, which would be like I think like November 23rd or something is what he was guessing. But yeah, so more than anything, yeah, there's some high-res screenshots we have that give us a good look at the new map, actually.
A lot of clouds in almost every screenshot. And the sun glare was also dog shit on the beta.
Yeah.
Curious to see.
With these clouds, so they say there's dynamic weather coming to Vanguard.
Oh boy.
Like, I don't know. All they really showed, though, was like sometimes it would be raining. So I'm not really sure. You notice in the second screenshot I linked, I think, is when there's like a storm cloud, it looks like, coming over. So it looks bright out further, and then like where the image is taken, there's darker clouds. So to me, are we going to get random weather changes in Warzone? That's also something Tom Henderson had said a long time ago, that dynamic weather. But he never specifically said Warzone. So that could be bad, because the colors, when you look at these screenshots now, looks pretty good. There's stuff that's green, there's blue. Pretty crazy, actually.
There are colors.
There's colors.
At all.
There's some colors. So, the new map looks good, though, from these images here. It looks really good.
It looks better than Verdansk.
It looks better than Verdansk, yeah. Like, if you zoom in to the image with the dark clouds, you can see, like, right on the edge of the water here, there's like a village. There's a good sized village there. We don't see any massive buildings, though, right? I don't see a fucking downtown. Everything we've seen from this so far looks like it's going to be a good map. A lot of hills, like kind of like a PUBG type map that we had said. The middle of the map, people are kind of assuming it's a volcano. Maybe a volcano will erupt and kill everyone on the map. A lot of trees, a lot of green palm trees and shit. A lot of a lot of dirt. It's a good mix of verticality without having buildings, I think.
Exactly, like, a lot of hills and shit, yeah. And
like,
rocks.
think over by military base in Warzone. I kind of like the circles ending there, where people camp up in the hills. Like, sure, they can camp up in the hills, but it's like if they're sniping, I see their glint and just fucking down them, right? So if you can like mantle over rocks and everything in this, there's nothing wrong with having verticality, as long as it's not a fucking skyscraper that I have to rappel up or something, you know? So everything I've seen so far from this map looks really good, and I'm very excited for it.
I agree. The only reservation I have is about the clouds. However, if that was the only problem with this map, it would still be a fuck of a lot better than Verdansk. For the skyscrapers, the rocks you can't climb in Verdansk. So if you're like at the base of Summit, and then the circle goes above Summit, you just die. There's literally not any thing you can do. I've lost multiple games that way. Visibility terrible. There are many things. So this looks, by all accounts, to be better than Verdansk. And I'm very excited
based in the
for that.
Pacific, yeah.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to discuss, TDS?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So today we wanted to cover, do a fairly straightforward Wednesday episode. Cover changes, patch notes, news, and upcoming changes, and that is largely what we did. However, we still have a lot to share more on the opinion side. That's what the Saturday episodes are for. So this Saturday, we're going to be talking all about Vanguard, and we're going to get a lot more analytical and less delivering less information and analyzing a lot more. And that is like the purpose of the Saturday episodes, and now we're kind of getting reason to do that for Vanguard, and that's what we're going to do. So on Saturday, we're going to be talking Vanguard. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to focus on. We could be doing our overall review / first thoughts of the beta gameplay footage we've seen. We could talk maybe about how we anticipate all of these perks and weapons and combat pacing will perform in the game at launch. There are a couple different ways we can go, but no matter what we do, that's going to be the topic of Saturday's episode, is going to be really analyzing something related to Vanguard and kind of collating all this data we've gotten and seeing how that will play once we get our hands on it. So that's what's happening Saturday. That didn't really happen today, and that's because we got a lot more than we thought we would, because we kind of planned on doing that today, but especially with the patch notes we got for Warzone, we figured it would be better to just save that for Saturday. So that's what we're going to do. And then also, we're going to be doing a Patreon episode tomorrow. That's going to be about Vanguard as well. To what end? Not sure. But again, we will figure that out and let you guys know shortly. I expect to have our first Patreon episode of this month up by Friday before you clock in to work. And with that, I will remind all of you, patreon.com/the Dropshot is, in fact, the best way to support this dog shit podcast. $5 a month, 4 bonus EPs a month. We do 5 a month if you want to get active. Weekly hangouts, much more. Patreon.com/the Dropshot. Best way for you and for us, for you to support this podcast. So if you felt like wasting money on us, do it there first. That is the most helpful, and it's the best for you. You get all your bonus content from there. And you can go to thedropshot.com for links to the Patreon and to our Discord and our TikTok and our Twitter and everything else. Our YouTube, past episodes, etc. Make it your homepage. Merch launching soon. Boys and girls, that is it.
Wait, breaking news.
Breaking news. Okay.
Just announced right this
Breaking
second,
news.
officially from Raven Software.
Raisin on software.
Raisin Software.
Okay.
Zombies camos are in Warzone right now. They did it. They just did it. They fucking did it.
The
All
Mad
zombies
Lads.
camos, not just Dark Aether. All zombies camos are inside of Warzone, effective immediately. You download this update right now. Zombies camos are in. Let's fucking go. Finally, one last thing for people on Twitter to complain about. Let's go.
Go indeed, dude. Huge. That actually is big. Finally, I know. You'd think it would be so easy too. It's so crazy. So cool. Breaking news.
Yep.
All right. Well, did Raisin Software give us any other breaking news, Tanner Dropshot?
Raisin Software says to get the fuck off and go to bed. That's what they said, actually.
Yeah. All right. We got a sick puppy here, so we're going to sign off.
So they're going to send me medicine.
Signing off from the Dropshot Studio HQ, Overwatch position. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. Have an excellent evening, of course. And as always, remember, stay Humble.
Stay humble.